Hi everyone, it's Editing Jasmine here. Before we get into today's video, I thought it'd be really important for me to sit down and actually talk via video. I have been posting on my stories on Instagram, on Twitter, and especially on my YouTube community page about donating, signing petitions, texting to help aid in the Black Lives Matter movement. And although I feel like I don't have the right words to say, I wanted to remind you guys that you don't have to be woke to know what's right from wrong. I think right now it's really important to understand that us as individuals and as human beings, we all have rights, and it's so unfortunate that our Black brothers and sisters don't have the same amount of rights as the majority of us, and it's really sad to continue to see these injustices happening. So I wanted to just have a link down in my pinned comment for you guys of ways to help sign petitions and donate, text, call, get educated. I've also been retweeting a whole bunch on Twitter about GoFundMes, more petitions, more donations, and I hope that we can all come together and just continue fighting for what's right. I just want to tell you guys that I love you guys so much, and I hope that with my platform you guys can continue to feel like you are valued, that you are strong individuals, and that this is a positive place for you. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are well, and let's go ahead and jump into today's video.
Hey everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I wanted to bring you guys a half-year check-in. So back in January, I uploaded a video titled 20 products I wanted to finish in 2020. So that was kind of like my Project Pan guide. Now today I wanted to show you guys all of the products that I had on the list, show you guys what products I ended up throwing out. Some of them, they are in the garbage, so I'm just going to talk about it. I wanted to show you guys how far the pans have gotten, etc, etc. So let's go ahead and get started. Going a bit off of chronological order, I actually want to first talk about the Fenty Beauty Primer. I started talking about the Touch and Soul in the first video first, but I want to go ahead and talk about this one. Now this one is the Fenty Beauty True Matte Pro Filter Primer, and when I first got this, I actually really liked it. I felt like it was hydrating, but it made my skin look like a demi-matte finish. But I felt like through time, I think it might have expired on me because I started to really break out during these past couple of months, and that's when I really started to hone in and use this up. And I'm really happy because I finished it up today. Today was like my last day using it, and I'm just happy that it's done and over with. The smell started to smell a little bit more like crayons, and that kind of just indicated that this was time to go. It was time to retire. So unfortunately, this kind of ended on a bad note, but nonetheless, I feel very accomplished that I got through it and that I finished it up. The Touch and Soul No Poreblem Primer looks like I haven't really gone that far down. I feel like you can mostly see it on the back side here, but quite honestly, because I was so focused on the Fenty primer, I kind of neglected this one, to be quite honest, but I still decided to use it today on my skin. I double primed my skin today, and I still feel like this is still my holy grail. I love this stuff to death. I have two backups. I feel like it makes your skin look soft, smooth. At the end of the day, your skin literally looks like how you had it in the beginning of the day, and it just still is amazing. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm halfway. I'm a little bit past the halfway mark, which is nice, but you know, I'm sure that this will be gone by the end of the year. So looking at my list, I had 4 foundations that were on my list, and I actually used up 2 of the 4, which is great. Now the 2 that I actually used up was the Catrice HD Liquid Foundation. I think I mentioned that in my last empties video, so that's long gone now. I already talked about it. And then the Shiseido Synchro Skin Lasting Foundation. I also mentioned that in my last empties video, so that's already gone. Those 2, really amazing. The Shiseido was limited edition, so unfortunately I'm not going to repurchase it. The Catrice, it's still one of my holy grail drugstore foundations, but right now I have too many foundations and I still am just like, I can't buy anymore right now. So currently all that's left are these two. Now the one that I'm wearing today is the ShopMissA Satin Foundation. This one actually is almost gone. I think I have about 3 uses left and it'll be completely gone. It's getting to the point where I have to actually take a brush and scoop it out. So this is literally at its wit's end. And then the last one that I have is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. Another one of my favorites. I actually ended up buying another shade of this because it went on sale at Ulta. So I did buy a backup of this. This is one of my favorite foundations. I think if you're looking for something full coverage but skin-like and very lightweight on the skin, this will definitely be it. This also looks amazing in photos. A little bit goes a very long way, so I feel like with this one in particular, it is gonna take me a little bit longer to use up because I really only need like 1 pump for my full face. So we're coming to the finish line with the foundations. I'm really excited about it. I just cannot wait to just start a new cycle of foundations soon. Very excited. The Revolution Bacon Blot is still a powder that I am just not 100% loving. So quite honestly, I haven't been reaching for it. I have been reaching for it during like this past month, but I did take like a good 2 months off of it. I do find that the pan is increasing in size and all that's really left is the perimeter. So I do have high hopes that this will be gone. Hopefully if I do use it religiously, then hopefully by 2 more months and it'll be gone. But with this pandemic, I'm not really doing my makeup every day. It's kind of just like either once a week or maybe twice a week that I'll do my makeup now. So I really don't know how long this will really take me because I'm not doing my makeup. We had 2 bronzers on the list and I can just gladly tell you guys that I completely finished my Catrice Sun Lover bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer ever. I actually bought another bronzer that I've been eyeing, which is the Fenty Beauty bronzer. So I haven't really dug into that since I used this up, but she's gone. This is all the pan. No product comes out. This is amazing if you're looking for a great drugstore bronzer. And this actually lasted me quite a long time. I want to say like a little over a year, but mind you, I was using this almost every single day. This is beautiful. It has like this beautiful soft sheen so that when you're out in the sun, you literally look sun-kissed. Like it literally looks the best on the skin. I've got some of you guys hooked on this too. This period is the best bronzer out on the market. Now the next bronzer that I want to talk about is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is actually pissing me off because every single time I use this, I feel like it looks the same. I know I'm using product out of here, but it just never escapes this. And I don't know what it is, but for some odd reason, it just won't die. It won't die. And I've had this bronzer for about 4 years now, which is actually disgusting because I got this on my 18th birthday as a gift. And my birthday just passed, so I'm now 22. That's disgusting. So I'm really just trying to use this baby up. I hope that by the end of the year that I can use it up, but I think the problem with me and this bronzer is that it's not quite dark enough. I felt like back then when I was 18, I really loved building this bronzer, but nowadays, I would rather just, you know, have something of like a medium pigment and then build up from there. But this one is kind of like light on me and then I have to build up. So, I mean, it's great. I feel like it looks great on the skin, but it's not my favorite anymore. In the first video, I did mention that I wanted to at least use these up. I didn't really want to pan it because I know it was actually going to be really hard, but it's the Catrice Strobing blushes. I have the shades Miss Summer Peach and Miss Amber Brown, and I feel like for me in Miss Summer Peach, I use more of like the darker 2 shades of the Mosaic, and then for Miss Amber Brown, I really just swirl all of it. So this one has an indent in the middle, and then this one has an indent where the 2 darker shades are. So I am making progress in here, which is great to see because I haven't really dissected these products really. I've just been using it just so I could do this update and surprise myself. Catrice face products, the Complexion, amazing. Their blushes in particular, so good, so worth the money. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's worth every penny, let me tell you. I feel like these just don't ever fail to make me feel like I'm nice and glowy and blushy and bashful. It's just really cute. I feel like for all of my tutorials, I think you guys are all tired of seeing the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I feel like I cannot pan this Hustla Baby shade. I have tried really hard, and yes, I have a really huge indent, but I feel like the one that continues to get bigger and bigger is Mean Money on this side. I feel like this highlighter looks great. I think that it makes the skin look absolutely flawless and glowy and airbrushed. I think that this is one of the highlights that just don't emphasize a lot of texture. I mean, granted, when you do use a highlighter, it will emphasize texture no matter what, but with this one in particular, I just feel like it just creates a veil over the skin, and this color combination is perfect for my skin tone, and I just really love it. So if you are my foundation 20, or if you are a shade close to me, this is definitely the color combo that I like. At a glance, the Anastasia Brow Pomade does not look like it has gone anywhere, but I know I have been using it because I have actually been scooping some of the pomade with a brush and then applying it in the cap. So I know I'm actually using chunks out of this, and I feel like, yeah, maybe I won't get through all of it by the end of the year, but I know that by the end of the year, it'll be almost completely gone. I have been alternating between this one and a brow pencil that isn't necessarily like the best, but it's something that I just want to go through. So I've been alternating between two different brow products, but mostly it's been this that's been in my brows. And to top that off, of course, I have my Wet n Wild brow kit. I feel like the middle shade here has gotten a bigger pan, and same with the bottom shade. I don't really use the bottom shade unless I'm doing just like extra darker strokes, so it's very rare that I will go into here, but the pan sizes are increasing, so that's a plus, and I really like it. The packaging is starting to break on me, so I have to hold it very gently now. She's still my baby. I really don't care what you say. The Colourpop, you had me at hello. I do want to say this shade down here has gotten a major pan lately. I have really been using this, and then the pan in here has really gotten bigger as well. These two shimmer shades, you get the indent like right in the middle, but it hasn't reached the pan yet. I wanted to use up this palette more because it is discontinued and it is quite old. I got this when I think I was 19. So yeah, I've had it for a while, and this is still one of my favorite everyday palettes. I have been using it quite a bit, but for some odd reason, I just feel like eyeshadows are just really hard unless you're using it every single day. The Shiseido Aura Dew in the shade Solar is still one of my favorite shadows, but I think right now, because I've had it for over 6 months now, it is starting to feel a little dry, but the shimmers are still there. It still stays on the eyes. It's just the texture is just a little bit off. I don't see a significant change in the product here, so I can't really say how much I've progressed with this, but I'm just gonna try to use it up until I can't anymore. I'm not trying to use it all up because I know it's gonna be a little hard due to the product just drying out, and that's just its natural nature. The Ulta Beauty Black Gel Liner is still not my favorite eyeliner, but I think we see a major improvement here. I think once we take off the cap, you see that I only have a little nub left, and I used a lot of this during my Where's My Jewel TikTok that I did. I did it for the mouth, and I actually wanted to use up an eyeliner that I didn't care about, and this was the perfect contender for that. I feel like with this eyeliner, I think it smudges a lot, so when I did my makeup today, I actually just used it as a smudgy liner on my lash line. I feel like when you put it in the waterline, it goes everywhere. By the end of the day, it's literally all over the cheek, and it's not my favorite for a reason, but I'm happy that it's almost done. For the lip portion, I actually ended up throwing out one of the lip products that I mentioned, and that was the Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin Liquid Lipstick. I did mention how I've had that for years, and when I used it for the first month around January, February, I realized it was just very expired. The smell was off, the texture was so off, and so I was just like, you know what? She needs to go. Like, this is just unusable. So despite me, you know, spending money on a beautiful nude, it just seen better days, okay? And it just needed to go. As far as my Jordana lip liner, I actually use it all up. I don't know why I can't find it in my empties bag that I have right next to me, but just trust me, it's an emptied out lip liner. I found that it was really great. I ended up buying a couple more shades from the Jordana lip line, so I'm really excited about that. But I think right now, I think if we were to, I guess, switch out the Jordana with another lip liner, I think my next contender would definitely be the Colourpop Curvy Lip Liner. I think you guys see me use this all the time. I use it today on my lips, and this is actually a lip liner that I go through so fast. So this is definitely one that I know that I'll end up using up by the end of the year, but I'm not going to add anything to the list. I'm just going to continue adding things to my empties bag. And then finally, the MAC Naturally Transformed Lipstick. You guys know that this is my all-time favorite. I am running real low here. This is crazy on how low this has gotten. I have never finished an entire bullet lipstick. I have gotten very close. Yes, I have, but I have never gotten to the point where I've used it all up and it hasn't broken. You know what I mean? I feel like for a lot of my lipsticks, sometimes it falls out and then I'm like, oh shoot, and then I have to like cut it and then I'll use up the rest, right? But for this one, I literally used it all up. So I'm really excited. I do have backups in my collection for this lipstick. But this is just one of those items where I'm kind of sad if I do use it up, because MAC really did something with this color and I cannot find a dupe. I've tried high and low, literally every single brand, and just no luck. Some come close, but not close enough. And just like that, you guys, that completes my update for the 20 products that I want to finish in 2020. If you guys are following along with the Project Pan journey, let me know what products you have already used up or what have you gotten close to using up. I'd love to know. If you guys love this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, then hi, we're almost to 50,000 subscribers. That's crazy. And if you guys love my content, then don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I upload on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. As always, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.